on, everyone? My name is Jamon McKinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. So Lamar Jackson won the NFL MVP this past year. I argued that it was one of the 7 greatest MVP seasons I've ever seen. You can honestly make the argument that's one of the 5 best MVP seasons you've ever seen. I'm not gonna, give you too much pushback about that. Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes. He broke the single season rushing record. And everyone's talking about Lamar Jackson heading into the 2020 NFL season. And honestly, I think Lamar Jackson has a chance to actually repeat as MVP because I think the Ravens might end up with the best record in the entire NFL. And Lamar Jackson could take another step this year. However, not enough people are talking about Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals. And honestly, I firmly believe that Kyler Murray is going to be better than Lamar Jackson. Yes, I'm going to say it again. If I were to project, I think Kyler Murray long-term is going to be a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Now, before you start giving me a bunch of pushback and saying, what are you talking about? Look at the stats. Look at the statistics. Lamar Jackson blows away Kyler Murray. He just led the league in touchdown passes. He's amazing. Yes, Lamar Jackson is amazing. He's one of the 5 best quarterbacks in football right now. But when we compare these two players, listen, you have to take this into account based on everything I'm going to say going forward. Kyler Murray inherited the 32nd ranked total offense and a team that had the #1 overall draft pick, not a great offensive line, and a team that had a rookie head coach last year. Not to mention his wide receivers weren't all that great. Lamar Jackson last year had the better offensive line, the better defense, a Super Bowl winning head coach, and better overall weapons as far as his tight ends and wide receivers go. So keep all that in mind when I spit these facts to you guys, okay? And by the way, I also did a film analysis video on Kyler Murray explaining why I believe he's going to be an elite quarterback one day. Be sure to check that out. Let's actually go back to college, okay? Because Kyler Murray was a better player than Lamar Jackson, even dating back to college. And I'm not saying Kyler Murray is better than Lamar Jackson right now. I'm just letting you guys know where they kind of started at and where their trajectory is going to be, okay? In college, Kyler Murray completed 67% of his throws. Lamar Jackson, 59% of his throws. Kyler Murray had better yards per attempt. He had a better touchdown to interception ratio. He had a better pass rating. Lamar Jackson did have better rushing statistics, so I'll give you that, okay? But listen, there's a reason why Kyler Murray went #1 overall and Lamar Jackson was the last pick of the first round. Josh Rosen went ahead of him, okay? Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, all these quarterbacks went ahead of Lamar Jackson. And in the end, Lamar Jackson is the winner. He's the best quarterback out of that draft class. Not even going to dispute you right there. But I'm just saying, based on where the foundation of the players, Kyler Murray went #1 overall after starting only 1 year in college, guys. Think about that. Lamar Jackson put 3 years of tape in college out there for NFL teams to look at. And Kyler Murray went #1 overall. Lamar Jackson was the last pick of the first round. And I've said in the past that Kyler Murray was the best combination of a runner and thrower that the draft had ever seen. It was even better than Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick, okay? And look, as of right now, Lamar Jackson definitely is better than Kyler Murray, but I think that Kyler Murray is going to eventually catch Lamar Jackson. You want to know why I say that? Because Kyler Murray is a better thrower of the football than Lamar Jackson is currently right now. Yes, he is as far as his ability to throw the football, just his natural throwing ability. Yes, Kyler Murray is better than Lamar Jackson right now, okay? Lamar Jackson in 7 starts as a rookie. And by the way, I'm going back to the rookie year because Kyler Murray was a rookie this past year, so I figured why not go back to the rookie year too? So Lamar Jackson in 7 games as a rookie, guess what? He only had 1 game in which he threw 25 passes, okay? Keep in mind this statistic right here. Kyler Murray had 5 games in which he threw 40 or more passes as a rookie. Lamar Jackson, in 7 games started as a rookie, only had 1 game in which he threw the ball 25 times. Kyler Murray had 10 games in which he threw it 30 times. The first day that Kyler Murray stepped onto the NFL field, the Arizona Cardinals just said, yep, let it rip, baby. 53 pass attempts, down 18-0 to the Detroit Lions, and brings them all the way back. They did tie the game, but Kyler Murray burst onto the scene. They asked Kyler Murray from day one to make big boy throws. They opened up the entire playbook for Kyler Murray day number one. The Ravens realized that, hey, Lamar Jackson is talented, but let's ease him in. Let's run the football with our good running backs. Let's allow Lamar Jackson to use his legs. Let's run the football, play great defense, and not overwhelm Lamar Jackson. Don't overwhelm Lamar Jackson. Don't ask him to throw the football too much. So Kyler Murray, as a rookie, took upon more responsibility and was able to thrive at a higher level, in my opinion, based on the circumstance, than Lamar Jackson. And the problem that I have with Lamar Jackson is that when he's uncomfortable, he tends to struggle. In the few times I've seen Lamar Jackson be uncomfortable in his NFL career, he has struggled. When he faced the Cleveland Browns last year, he threw the ball 40 times. He got picked off twice, and they lost. Versus the Kansas City Chiefs last year, threw the ball 43 times. He lost the game. He had a pass rating of 70. In the playoffs versus the Chargers, his rookie year, 48% completion percentage and a 78.8 pass rating. This past year versus the Titans, he had a 52% completion percentage and a pass rating of 63.2. Keep in mind, he's had a great offensive line, a very good running back core of good running backs, at disposal, above average weapons, and a very good head coach in John Harbaugh, and a great defense behind him. And also, going forward, I believe Kyler Murray's playing style is going to work more so long-term than Lamar Jackson. Now, I've argued that you can win a Super Bowl doing what Lamar Jackson is doing. I think that Lamar Jackson, going forward, he's going to eventually win a Super Bowl if I had to bet money. I think that he has a good chance to even do it this year. But going forward, when Kyler Murray stepped into the NFL from day number one, he was a thrower that looked to run when he needed to. He was not a running quarterback that at times was trying to run first and then he was going to look to throw. When Kyler Murray, sort of takes off and breaks and things break down the pocket, he's looking to throw downfield. Lamar Jackson came into the NFL as a runner who was looking to throw, like I said. But his sophomore season, he got so much better in that regard as far as, identifying when things are going on and overall becoming a much, much better passer. And Lamar Jackson, I don't think he even knows quite what he's doing yet, and he just won the NFL MVP. So that's amazing. Lamar Jackson still has a lot of things he can get better at. He just won the NFL MVP. That is scary, guys. So there's a lot of hope for Lamar Jackson. But getting back to my point, when Lamar Jackson when things break down for Lamar Jackson, some weeks he is a thrower that can run. But also some weeks, Lamar Jackson is a runner who can throw. He's not consistent at being a thrower who can run. And that's fine for now. Lamar Jackson can get better at those things. I'm not trying to knock the guy. But also, Kyler Murray never gets hit. Lamar Jackson has taken a lot of hits throughout his entire career. And Lamar Jackson has proven to be a very good durable player, but I don't think that Lamar Jackson can play this style of football for 10 or 15 years. The way Kyler Murray plays the game of football, as far as him taking care of his body, as far as him sliding and avoiding hits, I believe that formula is sustainable, and Kyler Murray does not have to change his playing style eventually. I think by the time Lamar Jackson gets to 29, 30, 31 years old, he is going to have to change his playing style at least to some degree. Kyler Murray, he can just play the way he's playing for 10, 15, 20 years, and he's going to be a stud in my opinion. And also, when we look at the quarterbacks that run as much as Lamar Jackson ran, Michael Vick, did he win a Super Bowl? No, he did not. Randall Cunningham ran around a lot. Did he win a Super Bowl? No. Cam Newton got close. He lost in the Super Bowl. We'll see what Cam Newton does in New England. But we've seen that Cam Newton was sort of the outlier, and he didn't even get a Super Bowl ring. And he's been hurt a lot the last couple years. He's been banged up a lot. So Lamar Jackson, I think that his playing style is one that I would take for the next 5 to 7 years. But going forward, I think that the way Kyler Murray plays, he can dominate for the next 10 to 15 years. And that's actually okay in my opinion. Because I think that Lamar Jackson gives you such a great chance to win a ring within the next 4 to 5, 6 years. But going forward, I don't know if that is sustainable. Also, when it comes to Kyler Murray, I think that he can run any type of system in the NFL and be successful. Kyler Murray has one of the 5 best arms in the NFL as far as arm talent. And what do I mean by that? I'm talking throwing the ball from different arm angles, your arm strength, your accuracy down the field. Can you move off your spot and throw off your back foot? Just overall arm talent, the strength, the accuracy. I think that Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, maybe Matthew Stafford, and Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray have the 5 best arms in the NFL in no particular order when you combine their ability to throw with different arm angles, their deep ball, their arm strength, their accuracy. Kyler Murray has a special arm. He has a better arm than Lamar Jackson. And you can say, well, Lamar Jackson just led the league in touchdown passes, man. And yes, like I said, Lamar Jackson has a great head coach. He's got a great scheme. He's got a very good team that just won 14 games. Kyler Murray inherited a team that was picking number 1 overall in the draft. Please keep that in mind. I'm not trying to knock Lamar Jackson, but I don't know if you can put Lamar Jackson in a system that asks him to throw the ball 30 or 40 times consistently each game. We just talked about earlier how when Lamar Jackson has been forced to throw the ball a bunch of times, he tends to struggle. And the Ravens have at times struggled when Lamar Jackson has to throw the ball a bunch of times. Now, part of the fact that Lamar Jackson doesn't throw the football a whole lot is because he's in a run-first system, and that's fine. But going forward, I think that Kyler Murray can be more than your system. Don't be fooled by the fact that he went to a team that had an offense that suited him. I think that Kyler Murray can be more than that offense. I believe you can fit Kyler Murray into different systems, and he's going to put up a lot of great numbers. Lamar Jackson, I don't know if that is the case. I think Kyler Murray is special. And eventually, for all the reasons that I mentioned, I believe that Kyler Murray going forward is going to be a better NFL quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I think Kyler Murray is going to win a Super Bowl before his career is over. I see multiple Pro Bowls. I see potentially some MVPs mixed in there. And I see a lot of great things from Kyler Murray. And that's not a knock on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson may very well accomplish a lot. But going forward, I would take Kyler Murray over Lamar Jackson for all the reasons that I said. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.